paper towel off the table there, Michael. Yeah. Unless you're going to call it. Towel in the corner. Okay, we're back. Well, Jason, strategy worked there for one rack. I'll be interested to see what he does in the next game. A lot might depend on the outcome of this one. Nothing yet. One ball. And he's probably got to take the stripes. Well, he actually could take the solids because he's got the 7 in front of the side. The 6 ball is what he's looking at right now, right by his hand there. Looks like it goes in the lower left. The problem really is if he starts with the 7, he's got to float down here for the deuce. And I don't know if the angle lays good for that. It looks like he's heading towards the stripes if he does. He could take the stripes and start with the 4-10, but he wouldn't want the 4 to block the pocket for the 9. And the only tough stripe is, again, the one between the 8 ball and the 6 ball. I'm going to hit it firm, get the 4 out of the way. Good shot, Michael. Well, he's got the stripes here, Bobby, and the only ball, as you can see, is the 6 and 14, or 6 and 15, but it looks like that 15 will go in the left pocket. It's hard to get there. I think he can get there off the 13 or the 11. And he's got to make that choice right now, because I think the ball after this ball needs to be the 15, whether it's off the 11 or off the 13.
To swing over, yeah. He might be trying to hit it.
No, I don't think so. I think.
Does it go? You say it goes over here?
Yeah, I think it does, and I think he's got the proper angle on the 11 now to draw it into the long rail on the right. Well, the 13 goes in the side, and if he happens to get straight in on the 15 in the left corner, he could make it. He could just stop and still play the 13 in the side. But the 15 and the 12 just going to need a little bit of care. I don't like this. He might be trying to go under the 2 for the 15.
Boy, it's going to become closer running into it.
Yeah.
Pretty close. He's got to stop. This is not easy here.
He's too far now. Now he's digging a hole. See, I thought the 11 laid really good to get over here for this ball.
Yeah, I believe you're correct. Yep, I think that's when he should have shot it.
Now he's in trouble.
He's trying to cut this ball on the side and go 2 rails and hit this ball maybe. He's going to try to hit this 13, the 15 or whatever the ball is, I believe.
Yeah, but he's got no idea where it's going if he does that. He missed it by a mile. I don't think he could have got into it even if he made the ball.
Yeah, that was
it was a bad pattern.
Bad shot selection.
Yeah, it was not a good pattern.
You have to get them trouble balls out of the way
early,
right away.
As early as possible.
Preferably on like your 2nd or 3rd shot. You can't wait and shoot 3 or 4 balls off and leave yourself with 1 ball, you know.
Absolutely. That's like, you know, 8 ball 101 right there.
Yeah.
Good stroke.
This is 2 games he's let Jason have.
Well, the last game, it was bad judgment and by trying to run out. And this game, it was bad pattern play.
Look at this shot. He done scratched.
No, he didn't.
Well, look at this.
But if he's straight, he's got a problem. No, it looks like he's got a little angle.
Yeah.
I think he's got to draw it. I don't think he can go forward 2 rails out of the corner.
I think
you think he can?
Yeah.
You think he can?
Oh, yeah.
I think it's a pinch draw snap. and don't hit the stripe.
It's close.
Yeah. Well, that's 2 games in a row Mike kind of handed him. And now it's going to be interesting to see if Jason goes back to the power break or the soft break.
What do you think? What he's going to do? I say he's going to have power break.
I think he's going back to the power break too. I think the soft break was just to kill Mike's momentum,
Exactly.
slow the pace, slow the game down, make him think a little bit. It was. He had nothing to lose at that point.
Yeah.
But I think he was too worried about the possibility of slamming him open and making nothing. And Mike's running out almost every time.
It totally worked. That's for sure. Yeah. Oops. Commercial. Nope. Three, 4 over there in favor of, nope, it's 4-piece now.
All right.
With Warren and Coping Chang? Coping. I got his brother in there. It's Ko Pin Yee's younger brother.
It's Ko Ping Chung.
Okay, Coping Chung.
We have a Chung, a Chang, and a Chong.
I know it's hard to, you know. I'll never forget Ko Pin Yee's name though in the rest of my life.
Now you won't, yeah.
No, I got that name down. It's like in the memories in the vault.
Uh-huh.
I got a little static on that, as we all know. Oh, look at this. Look at this.
Now let's see if Mike.
What's he going to do? Try to remove the rack?
Yeah. I got extra ball marker if you need it, Joe.
Well, what they're doing now is they're trying to mark where the balls are because you're trying to remove the magic rack from the table. And they got it all.
These both balls will touch it. Kenny. And the 9 ball went by the 4 in the pocket.
So again, this is why I didn't want you to touch the balls, because now he's saying the 9 went
The 9 ball went by the 4 in the pocket. I mean,
The 9 and the 14 were both touching.
I agree with that.
They were stuck.
But they still went in the pocket. And the 9 ball went by a clear path in the pocket. But
All I'm saying there is the move for the balls, and now you're saying everything goes. That's what I'm saying.
the 9 and 14 were touching.
Yeah, both of them were frozen.
But they went in the corner.
So where was the ball, even though you moved it?
I put it back. I think it's where it's supposed to be.
The 9 doesn't go in. That's why I didn't want you to touch it.
But you have to.
I understand, but just because of the hassle it causes, that's the only reason.
That has to be that way, and this has to be spit up here that way.
Mike is saying that the 9-ball or the 4-ball or both was moved a little bit when they were removing the rack, because the 9-ball he said would go in the corner, and Jason's saying it wouldn't go in the corner. So this is pretty interesting. We'll see who wins this little discussion.
I just didn't want him to move it just because of the hassle, you know what I mean?
I don't know why he wanted to move it in. I don't know why they removed the rack anyway. I mean, they're still trying to figure out where the balls are going to supposed to be.
Little bit of my bad on that one, ladies and gentlemen. Trying to remove the magic rack. I did accidentally move the 4-ball, and when I placed it back, I did not place it precisely enough, and it was blocking the 9. And originally, the 9 did
Why
did
they
go.
want to move it anyway? Why can't they just leave it on there?
Maybe he didn't want to shoot over the rack. I mean, regardless, so the incoming player has that choice.
I was just wondering.
Yeah. I mean, it's tight quarters in there to remove a ball sometimes, and
Yeah, I had to. Yeah. I don't know what he's going to do here anyway.
but nevertheless, I'm quite confident that I did get the balls back where they should have been. But it's not the first time I've done that in my career. Hopefully it won't occur too many more times, but I think as long as you can put things back together and no harm, no foul, you just don't want to affect the outcome of the game.
What's he going to do here? Going into these balls?
He's going for the 11 because he wants to be able to run into the... Well, actually, I think he was going for the 12 so he can then shoot the 9 and the 14. They both pass.
He got to shoot. I would try to shoot the 11 and just bump the 1.
Yeah, I like that.
Just bump the 1.
Yeah, I like that.
And you got a whole ball to hit. Just bump it. Stops perfect for everything.
Right.
He's trying to. I don't like these.
No, I think that's what he's doing.
No, he's going across. I don't like it.
Well, if he was going for the 9, he overcooked it. I liked your play.
He bumped the 1.
Sure.
It's connected.
Player his level should be able to do that almost every time.
That's not a hard shot. Bump the 1 and shoots his 12 straight in.
Right.
And everything else goes, you know.
I tell you, he's got to be. He has nothing to shoot here except a really tough combination. I would not shoot that. I think he's got to somehow. He's got to somehow play a safety.
There's no safety.
Well, no, he'll definitely give him a shot, but he's got to tie up enough. He's got to tie up balls.
But Jason's got too many.
Well, I understand. I understand that, but what you want to lose this rack playing a 2% make combination that you still get no guarantee to come out with a shot afterwards?
I don't know.
playing the 9 with a jump. Yeah, he's called a 9 ball. Well, that's a good shot, but if he can make that 14, he's really lucky that the cue ball stopped where it did.
Boy, it's close. I don't know if he can make it. It's so close.
Yeah.
What was happening over there?
From where I sat, it looked like the rack wasn't in the correct pattern, but he was in the middle of his breaking stroke,
Yeah, you could.
and I didn't want to stop it.
Mike here has a little bit of he's a little annoyed with the soft break. You know what I mean?
Well,
Although he's making a legal break, Mike says.
well, listen. It's a common strategy in 8-ball. A lot of times on bar tables, of course, you can have so much congestion in such a small spot. That's
Look
a
at
foul.
This,
Did he?
No, he cut the
Oh,
12
he cut the 12
cut the
in.
12
I
backwards.
thought he was shooting the 14.
No, he cut the 12
Oh,
backwards.
okay.
And
Well,
look at this roll.
now
he
he's
got.
in trouble.
Look at this roll. That's brutal.
Yeah.
That's brutal. He cut the 12 in, and he didn't even get a shot to even hit the ball.
Well, once again, and I hate to harp on it, but after Jason broke soft, if Mike didn't see a 100% clear chance to run all the balls out,
I hope he don't.
I,
I hope he
I
can't hear
don't
you.
I don't think he should have began. He could have
heard you?
played safe. No, he's looking at the score. He wasn't looking at me. He could have played a safety. He could have picked a group and then ducked. But again, it's back to 8-ball 101. You don't start your run out unless you have it all figured out, or you've got one little cluster and you've got a ball there that will allow you to open things up. And now Jason's got 7 cookies.
Run these balls one-handed.
Well, pretty much. I mean, he might wind up playing the 3-4 combination just because, and he doesn't really even have to, because he could come up, play the 4 next, and
There's a
then
million balls to
and
shoot
then the
out
1 would get him to the 3. Now he's got to shoot the deuce, which means the cue ball is going to move a little bit. I don't think it matters.
No, he should.
I'd shoot the 4, the 7, the 1 on the side, and then the 3.
Right. That's what I would do. He went too far. He can't even hold it for the 4. He might shoot the 3 here. Next, we'll see what he does.
That's all right. Just go to the rail and come out about where the 1 ball is. Well, his strategy has worked. Got him back in the match. I think it's Mike's break coming up.
Yeah, he just broke him easy.
Mike's going to continue to slug him. I mean, he's made a ball, I think, every time. It's just last game he made a ball and the balls were congested. The last time Mike broke, and that's when he played his bad pattern.
I love this event. Don't you?
I,
I love this event.
I, I, I just love watching pros play 8-ball.
I just love everybody that's here. I mean, all these thousands of pool players walking around.
The entire
The
event.
whole
Oh,
thing.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Just
It's
watching everybody walk around their cues and talking about pool, and everybody's playing, and everybody's loving the game so much. It's the coolest thing ever. It really is.
yeah, and there must be 50 to 75 vendors here.
Uh-huh.
There's probably nothing in pool you can't buy at this event except knowledge and experience.
Or a stroke.
Yeah. Ooh,
This ball get kicked
he got kicked
inside.
in. Yeah, he made a bunch of balls. Well, Jason has ball in hand, and I'm taking stripes and shooting the 13 right now if it goes in the lower right corner. It's the only stripe that's a problem. And I guarantee you that's what he's going to do.
Oh, there's no doubt.
The only other ball he's got to deal with is the 10, and the 14 gets him there nicely.
12 was the last ball you're going to shoot.
Yeah, you would think so.
I can't believe how this match is going. He
It
went
turned on the first soft break.
It was like it was
6-1.
6-1. Now it's 6-5 with him breaking.
That's right. Now it'll be very interesting, Bobby, to see
If he's soft,
with
if he soft
you know,
breaks again.
one rack down.
I bet.
I think
tell
he's
you
going.
what,
I think he will.
I guarantee. I'd bet my life he does.
I think he's going to do it again. I think he's going to do it until it stops working for him.
Plus, it's aggravating Mike.
It is.
Really is.
Oh, it is.
It's you know.
Hey, Mike came over. I mean, not disrespectfully or anything like that, but just after the timeout thing, he said to me, "Is that?" Yes, you do.
He's taking a timeout.
No, he asked me if he still had his timeout, and he does because it was Mike who called the timeout the last time, I believe. He's taking timeout.
He's going to stop.
Yeah, Mike came over and he asked me, after they came back from Mike's timeout before they resumed, he said, "Is that soft break considered unsportsmanlike conduct?" And I said, "No, Mike, it's completely within the rules. He's breaking legally. He's well within his rights to do that. It's not what it is. It's just strategic. Because a lot of times it'll backfire on you, but there's not a thing in the rule book that says you can't do it. And the only provision in the CSI rules for that is it says if you intend to break softly, you're supposed to tell the referee before you do so they can pay attention." If the groups aren't established yet,
okay, it's still
an open table. If you call safe and make a ball, you're just giving the green.
okay.
Make sure that he hears you say safe, you know, so he knows. Until the groups are established, you can do that.
These people want to watch that.
I don't think they do. I think, you know, one rack out of the whole match, maybe it's a little different, it's a little interesting, it's a little strategic, but I don't think people want to see a whole match played that way. But, you know, just don't let it get under your skin. Just use your head when it comes to the runouts. If you can't get all the way out, be patient. Just be patient. You know.
Well, you know, I feel like they get out. You know, that's the thing. Is I feel
Every time you take 3 or 4 balls off the
it's
table,
huge.
and you don't get out, he's got to make I understand what he did. He's actually was smart.
What's the rule in the World 8 ball?
I think because it's played over there in Asia on the WPA rules, they may have a 3-ball past the headstring rule,
That's the rule.
which is what they do for 9 and 10 ball.
Yeah, that's what they should do here.
See, the world standardized rules is 4 balls or 1-2 pushes. When you're playing on that stuff out there, I think they want to take this away, so they make you go past.
Yeah,
the
of course they
headstring.
do because it's stupid. No, it's not fun. It's not enjoyable.
It's not spectator friendly.
You turned 8 ball into 1 ball. Like, so, I mean,
Yep.
I don't think
All right. You think?
we're off the air yet. All right. What'd you say, Bob?
You think he's going to soft break again?
Yeah, I think he is.
Hope he does.
Well, he knows, I think,
That's too-
that he has.
is there no 3 foul?
No 3 foul. There's a provision. There's a provision for stalemate rack,
Okay.
but no 3 foul. The reason I think he's going to do it again is I think he clearly can see that it's bothering Mike, and anything you can do to upset. Okay. Okay. And Jason announced he's going to soft break again. The referee is standing right by, and I'm going to also back it up.
Yeah.
I want the magic rack.
Well, I don't want to move off, so I want to get ballsy of someone. I don't care. I just want to ball. So 6 balls on the magic rack. I don't want you to touch it.
Hang on a second.
This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. This is too funny. Oh my goodness. Jason's getting under Mike's skin, and Mike's going to make him take the magic rack off. This is funny. Oh my gosh. It's like 2 kids. I'm gonna take my cue and go home. This is too funny. And Mike just being annoyed. He wants the magic rack removed.
No, you stay here. There's not an official timeout here. You've had your timeout. It looks like
It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Really. Oh, pool players, pool players, pool players. You gotta love it. This is great, huh, Tim? This is too funny. I love every second of this. Oh my gosh! And they're trying to move this magic rack and not move all the ball. That's funny. I'm glad I'm glad he put the move down. You know. What what Jason's doing, breaking the balls like that's illegal, because 4 balls are hitting the rail, and that's the rule. Or make a ball. I love this.
They're not making a ball, so why should I just crack the balls up and leave them straight in? You understand? I know
No,
I'm
what you're
smart,
doing.
but, you know?
I love this. No, this is great.
The thing is, when I'm over there, and obviously he's running out, he's made a couple of mistakes, and it's, he's like, oh, you faggot break and stuff like that. Now I'm not saying a word to him, I'm not saying anything to him. You know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
what you're doing is legal. You're making a legal break. They're trying to move the rack off from under the balls. They got all these balls. They got to move and keep them in the right position without moving. Oh my gosh. I'm loving this. Have you seen what's happening?
No.
Oh man. So what's happening is Jason's, soft breaking, but he's making a legal break because 4 balls are hitting. Mike's got the red ass, and he's making him move the rack. It's the funniest thing you've ever seen. It's the greatest thing. This has been the highlight of the tournament. I'm telling you. Look at Mike.
Hey, we provide entertainment along with pool.
I'm loving this. It's kind of like when we gambling in the pool room. You know what I
It
mean?
would have been neat to have an overhead camera there to watch all of that too for the people at
Yeah.
home. It's just unfortunate we couldn't install one here, just the way that the trusses and everything and the lighting is.
Well, remember what?
He's slamming into him right here. He just
Oh, got it.
that's just a hit and hope.
Got it. Am I good? All right. Thanks, Justin. Well, he shot that ball in and tore these balls out.
Yeah, I wonder if the 2 goes in the side, if he can get it past the 8 ball. If
I
not,
don't-
if
doesn't look
not,
like
he's
it.
going to have to shoot the.
He can shoot the 5
He's
and
going to
draw
have to
back
shoot
in the 8.
Yeah, that's what he's going to have to do. But he doesn't want to move the 8 very far, where
Like in
near
2
that
inches.
stripe, right? And he's got to have another shot.
Well, he'll be straight in on the 2 if he moves the 8. No, he's ducking.
And that's smart. He's established his group, and he's making his opponent kick. Now, he certainly should hit this ball, but he's not going to sell much out here
No, he really.
because the 2 ball is still a tough ball. Now it goes in the opposite side pocket. He'd have to get behind it, but it does go in between the 12 and 9 in the side.
Jason didn't want to hit that ball on top. He wanted to hit the back of the ball.
Exactly.
Mike got lucky here to get this shot. But Mike's kind of in the fog right now. You know what I mean?
Well, he's let it get to him.
Yeah, he's.
You just got to move on. You just got to. You don't worry about my opponent's. He's playing unsportsmanlike, or he's just. This isn't what the spectators want to see. Well, the part about the spectators may be right, but that's not something that the player at the table should be thinking about
he
during the
shouldn't worry.
match.
He shouldn't worry about the spectators, what they're thinking
Right.
or what they're doing.
And I don't mind, like I said, once or twice in a match, a game like this I think is interesting. I wouldn't want to see the entire match played with everybody soft breaking because then it's just going to become boring.
I don't know.
But what
I
this,
like it. I
well,
don't
but
think
not maybe not every rack, but I like the fact that this forces players to do a lot of thinking and strategic planning, which to me is one of the reasons 8-ball has always been so appealing to me.
Now he's
'Cause
got.
it's
Look
a,
at he's leaving this 2 for last. He should have figured out.
I can't leave it for last.
I mean,
What I would do is try to get on the 6 next, and then come 2 rails. Well, the 3 may block the 2. I might try to get on the 3. 7-3-2, 7-6-3-2 maybe. Well, that's nice if the 2 passes. If it it doesn't really matter if he can go to the 2 now and make it in the left side, stop, and then the 3's the last ball, and he's got a gap between the 3 and the 9 to go over there and get to the 2. Put the cue ball on the first diamond near the long rail. 2 in the side and stop.
this ain't easy.
No, it takes this takes a really nice touch here. It needs a lot of spin, but I think he's going to get there. That's a nice pool shot. Good shot, Michael. That is a nice pool shot he just made right there. I'll tell you. He let the spin do all the work there because he had to kill the cue ball.
I don't think he can hold them. This is going to be kind of tough to hold this ball to shoot
Yeah.
the 3 if he's got too much of an angle, Ken.
Yeah, he may not be able to hold it. I don't know if he can even snatch it into the rail
No, I don't
and
think
back
so.
out. And then the only other possibility is to go up to the middle of the table and take a longer shot on the 3. And that would require him to stun it past the 8. I think he's trying to draw it into the rail and back out. Yeah, he had the room.
Nice shot.
Okay, just got to avoid the traffic here. You can't hit this too hard or it'll glance more towards that 2-ball cluster. So this has just got to be a soft follow with a little check, yeah. Now see, this was well done by Michael. He made a very difficult out with a lot of congestion. He wound up with 2 or 3 extremely tough shots, but his cue ball movement was so good, he was able to overcome the position of the balls. That's a great out. That is a very professional out right there.
Looked like he knew what he was doing.
Nice work. That's good out. It's a real good out, Mike. Good shot to get to the 2-ball. Speaking of nifty outs, we got the magician next.
Who's he playing?
Jung Lin Chang. The guy that destroyed Dennis last night with a 6-pack and out from 15 all.
Pretty strong. He breaks some balls. It's going to be a heck of a match. You got to love. I just love watching Efren play. Everybody knows anyway. Maybe about halfway through that match, we'll try to get. Oh, I can't say it. Somebody will going to eat a sandwich, but everybody out there in pool world, we're getting ready to eat a veggie sub. Just that way, people will know what we're having for lunch because they're interested in that.
Yeah, that's
I'm such a smart. Like I can't help it.
The chat room's just been exploding with what Bobby's going to get for his sandwich.
I'm such a smart. Like sometimes I can't help it. Gotta keep it fun, Ken, don't we?
Yeah, Joe does. Oh, no, Mike, right on the floor. It's a brand new one. Under the ball return. It's a brand new one right there.
Who designed the magic rack?
I have no idea. Mr. Magic?
It's interesting, somebody thought of that. Remember the Sardo rack where you
Oh, yeah, sure.
push that thing down?
Well, the first starter rack weighed about 3,000 pounds.
Oh, I know, yeah.
And as they progressed there, I think there were 3 renditions of it. And the last one was the M5000, which is the one we used at the IPT. And by that time, they had it where it only weighed a pound and a half or so. It was 98% plastic.
Uh-huh. My friend
but-
Fatboy had a metal rack of some.
Yeah.
The latest metal rack, which
But-
was pretty nice.
But using the Sardo rack required you to, you had to pre-tap the table,
Yeah.
and you
Oh,
had
yeah.
to make some marks on the, on the cloth where
Yeah.
where it lined up and all of that. The problem with that was when you pressed down and picked them up, if you had gaps,
They were
you
there.
almost had no way to rectify it.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I remember.
And then you're playing them with your fingers, and then you press down again and all that. I remember we. Another one?
That one didn't work.
You know. All right.
They, there's like little dents.
Let me rough up the cloth a little, Mike.
No, they're good. They're good. That's good.
All right. Hey. Huh? So far, I put brand new balls up this morning. Set, brand new. So far, I haven't had. They didn't know. I put them out before they got here. But not much has been slow rolled. I mean, that's the only time it's happening when the slow roll it. but
Score 7-5.
so far,
Mike's pre-hill.
No, I don't have the chat, so I don't know. We're basically, Adrian, we're just saying nothing.
Like they won't stay.
Mike's having trouble with the rack. Now they're going to flip it over. Hello, Hungarian. Well, our next match is going to be a great match. It's with Efren. He wiggles around in between them balls like a ghost. He probably is about, as far as shooting balls with easy, little soft, slow English and all that, and moving balls and bunting balls. He's probably the best of all times. Excuse me.
That rack's perfect.
Nothing's going from here.
And he racked those, and they were all tight. He was very pleased with it.
And look at the. Now they got to move the rack again.
Yeah, he's got to move.
And what are they using for ball markers? What are they?
Well, Joe
thing?
made Joe made his own, which he actually made out of poker chips, and that's okay.
Nestle it right beside
Well,
them.
he cut a V out of the poker chips, like you cut a piece of pie out of a pie.
Yeah.
And it works. It's it's a little bit cumbersome sometimes if you have to get in a real tight spot. I had this one made, which is very light piece of plastic,
Oh, I see
and I
that
just
work.
have the little cutout there for the
I
ball
see,
as
yeah.
opposed to the big one.
Sure.
What's his name? The guy just right here. Ask him. If you have time. If you see him. This is another tricky rack with the balls, you know. He's got us somewhere or another going to have to move these balls down here that are, if he'd have rolled like another, oh, this 11 goes. Oh, he missed it. Boy, that is a real unlikely miss. He one-stroked it. He plays fast, you know, but sometimes that one-stroking, you know, you got to, look what he did. And the ball would go. He just one-stroked it and missed it. If he'd have stroked the cue 2 or 3 times, he would have got out from there.
What happened? Well, I had to
Well,
go
he
check
had an
on
easy.
something.
He had a real easy shot on the 11, and he just one-stroked it, and shot it into the rail, and he was going to get out from there. And he missed it a mile. He opened up the deuce, you know, for Mike. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't believe that he missed that ball.
Can the deuce go?
Yeah,
It looks a little snug.
I think it goes. No, it goes. Look.
Well, I know it passes, but can he get to it?
Yeah, he can. Yeah, he's. And you could actually shooting the 2. You'd use left fingers, which would throw it, overcut it,
Uh-huh.
throw it towards
Right,
the
throw
hole.
it
You know.
towards the
Yeah,
hole. Oh,
throws
no,
it,
I know exactly
Yeah.
what you mean. Well, he might need to get to it right now.
Yeah,
Because
just
I'd like to save the 5 for the ball before the 8.
Yeah, he's there. Draw back.
4
4
next.
6
Yeah,
4 6 5 8.
8. You'll get on the hill.
That's a big miss that Jason just made on that 11. It would have been 7 6 as opposed to Mike being on the hill.
If he's straight in, he's going to have to spike this back at least a foot. You don't
I
really
think he's
want-
going to go into the rail. Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
going into the rail.
Yeah, but you don't want the big angle on the 5. Okay, that's good.
Hurry. I'm
No.
not pulling for either player. I'm just pulling. I want to see both of them play good.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, I like to see people play good. I don't have no.
Okay.
This is a nice out. I can't believe that Jason.
Yeah. After all of the hard work Jason
Yeah.
did to, you know,
Catch.
strategize his way back into the match and
Yeah.
put Mike on mini tilt there for a couple of
Oh,
racks.
he had him. He had
Yeah.
him. He had him goofy. Well, here it comes. Here's where he really has to soft break. He can't afford to take a chance now. You know, with Mike on the hill, he can't break him wide open.
Well, I don't know. He may be to the point of frustration. Jason might be now where he just doesn't care, and he's willing to smash him open and see if he can just get himself a tap out. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
I
because I mean,
wouldn't
every
stop.
one of these games he plays like that, it puts as much, you know, strain on him as it does on
Yeah.
Mike.
Oh, for sure.
Maybe even more so on him because he's relying on Mike's, you know, falling into the trap and making a mistake.
He's going- no, he's
he's
crashing.
blasting. He's blasting again, and I think it's the right thing to do. But he's got the I don't care look on his face. And sometimes that will get you going, but sometimes it'll backfire too.
Well, he's out from here. Roll up, shoot the 14 next, or the 15, whatever that ball is. This game's going to take 30 seconds.
Look
Uh-oh,
out here.
look at this,
Look
look at
out here.
this,
See,
look at
that's just carelessness.
He one-stroked that last game and lost that last game.
Just bumped the 3.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't even have to. Yeah.
Swing
All
over.
right. Well, he's just now he's got to hope that the break gods are going to smile on him and make it tough on Mike. I mean, Mike will have, because it's alternate break, Mike has 2 bullets left to win the match. If he doesn't get out here and Jason gets out for 8-7 and breaks and runs out for Hill, Mike still has the break in the case game.
Mm-hmm.
So he does have 2 bullets left. And he exploded them last time and made nothing. But he couldn't blame the rack because, you know, I was up there with him when he was racking it, and they were just dead perfect. He was real happy with it.
I was playing a guy one pocket last week and I broke the balls. I usually break them pretty good, and I broke the balls. Nothing moved. It looked like they were glued together. And an hour later, I broke the balls the same speed. Looked like I broke them playing 8-ball. It was a crazy. Everything was like looked like an 8-ball break. I mean, I don't know what happened. It was really strange. Mike needs to make a ball and a breaker and get out to win this match. Uh-oh. Can you believe nothing's going to... No,
He
he's
made
good.
2 balls already.
And look at the solids are hanging.
Yeah, it's just the 5 balls, the one he's got to take some care with.
He's going to shoot the 3, then the 1, then the 4, then the 5.
You know, there ain't nothing wrong with the stripes either if he wants to start with that 15 ball up the corner.
Here's my prediction. The 3, the 1, the 4, then the 5, and then get down here with these other 2 balls.
If he could avoid running into anything, he might shoot the stripes. I see the obvious solid pattern.
Nah, he can't take the stripes. The 8 don't go past the deuce.
Yeah, but it'll go over here once the 14 out of the way if he took the stripes. But it's tough to get on.
Tricky to get on that side.
Right. No, this is the correct play, I believe.
You got to shoot the 1 next.
And then what? Come out for the 4 on the side
4,
and go to the
then
5?
Right.
And then the 2-6, the 2-6 for the last ones?
Just like this.
Yeah.
Shoot the 4, then the 5, and the 2 6s.
Now, this is critical if he's going for the 4 on the side next to have the proper angle. He can't have the angle that he's going to the 5 ball. Or he's going to 4 in the corner.
I was thinking he was going to shoot it in the corner.
Yeah,
but he
well,
didn't.
now he ain't.
He didn't get there.
See, now he's got no ball to shoot except the 4. He can't make the 2.
I can't believe he. You know what? I like him shooting the 4 on the side because if he got out of line there, it goes in his corner.
Exactly.
You know what I mean, Ken? He could have shot it in either
Right.
hole. This is the only spot he could have got.
That's right. No, he's got to slice this. I think he's going to be.
Going to the 13.
No, I think the 11 will stop the cue ball from cross side. No, you were right. It was a 13 because he hit it so fat.
Looked like it scooted. I believe it skidded. It just ducked. It just fell right into the rail, and you could see where it didn't roll. You know, and I believe it skidded on him. I will ask him when the match is over. But
You won't have to ask him. He'll let you know.
I really believe it skidded.
Yeah, he got a little lucky that the 13 covered up the 6 ball there, or the 7, whichever that is. I think it's a 7. He doesn't have an angle now to move the 13. I like the 12 first, then I like the 11, and maybe get up behind the 13 if it'll go. If it doesn't, then he's going to have to get the 14 out of the way first. But he tried to tap it a little bit. Uh-oh. Now the 13's a big problem for him. He's going to have to get behind it and split the gap between the 6 and the 8, and he's going to have to do it right now, or he's going to bank this and try to open it up. And now he's got a world of problems.
Well, he's dead in the water. Oh, I can tell you. He is dead in the water here. Dead man.
Yeah, there's no place he can hide the cue ball where Mike won't at least be able to look at a solid.
And have some kind of shot. Yeah, he's just, I don't see any way to. Boy, if he was over like a half an inch to the left here, he could just whack that ball in.
He's actually going to bank at one rail and try to draw the cue ball down here behind the 6-8.
It's going to be hard to reach.
Well, not for a left-handed player.
Oh, yeah, there you go. There you go.
It's still hard to reach, but at least he can reach it because he's left-handed.
Missed it.
Yeah, he missed it bad.
Well, I don't know if the 6 goes right now, but
Yeah, and if the 2's frozen on the rail, that doesn't play all that easy from where he
I'd
is.
shoot the 4.
If the 2's off the cushion, he might play the combination.
I'd
But
shoot the 4 here.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
the thing is,
look, it's on the rails
yeah.
close.
I think I'd shoot the 4 and go to the 2 next,
Right.
and then stop and shoot the 6 over here. And the 5 will be the last ball. And the
Well, he's confident to make the 5, but I'd like shooting the 4 myself. I don't care. But he split the 5.
yeah, but did he get the angle now?
Yeah, he's
he
good.
does. He does.
You know, this is a little bit touchy, just shooting the 2 and drawing back to get on the 6. That's not the easiest.
Well, because you
thing.
want the angle to come around the 13-8. You don't
Yeah.
want to run into the 13-8, and the only thing
Yeah.
that would help you is if you weren't on the rail and you could shoot and stop, then you got the side or the corner for the 8 ball. Look at this. He may be on the 6 right now.
That would be the ideal shot if he could. Yeah, he's shooting the 6 now.
How about shooting the 6 and
Hitting
run
the
8, run into the 8?
Exactly.
Yeah, just move it the heck away from the stripe, and then you got 4 pockets. Just don't let up on your stroke here, so it won't skid on you. Okay, looks like it's going to be 8 in the side. By the way, on the other table, it's Koping Cheng 8 and Warren Kiamko 6. This is also 8-6, and we're just about 5 or 10 minutes behind our pace. But hopefully we'll pick that up for you in the next match or so. 8 in the side for the match. And coming up next year will be Junglin Chang and the great Efren Reyes. So a 9-6 victory for Mike Dechaine. And we are going to be back with you in approximately 10 minutes or so for the Efren Junglin match. So stand by, everybody.